So, may we start?
Annette is a really odd film. It won't be everyone's cup of tea, and my opinion on it changes the more I think about it. But you can be sure that Leos Carax has crafted a visually stunning love story, which is complemented by some great spark songs. The film follows Henry McHenry and his partner Anne, two prominent celebrities, a comedian and opera singer respectively. They're drastically different people who seem to have very little chemistry, which is annoying at first until you realise that the film is about the way Henry views women
and his exploitative nature.
And facilitates Henry's story. And it all becomes very weird when their child is born. Baby Annette is a puppet, literally and metaphorically. Henry uses her to advance his failing career, and when Anne dies towards the middle of the film, Annette becomes an embodiment of Anne.
She's possessed.
Her vengeful spirit, and so has an incredible singing voice, which Henry takes advantage of. Annette, as a character, is really Anne plus. And when you really look at it, A, in French, means and so Anne, A, translates as Anne. There are very few other characters in this film, but the accompanist is probably the only character who doesn't sing. Like Phoebe Waller-Bridge's Fleabag, he acts as a sort of a Greek chorus, a fourth wall-breaking narrator, and the choice for him not to sing is interesting because instead he facilitates singing through others, and I suppose you could say that the orchestra is his voice. When he does sing, the emotion is clear. It's obvious that Carax and Sparks understand the genre and are comfortable manipulating it. The final scene in the prison is truly beautiful. Annette becomes a real girl, as she's no longer able to be manipulated. She has her own voice now. Sadly, the actress playing Annette is really not good enough to pull this off. She's trying her best, but the scene demands a presence and control that she clearly doesn't have. The whole thing plays out like a piece of theatre. We open with an extended one-take musical sequence which frames the film as a fiction. Carax narrates the opening credits with instructions for the audience, and Sparks appear as themselves. Adam Driver and Marion Cotillard have completely different hair, and this theatrical conceit is continued throughout the film in the use of long takes and unbroken shots. When characters are at sea and on the island, it's very obviously a set. Whether this was a deliberate choice initially or one embraced because of budget constraints, it really works. The film even ends with the entire cast and crew walking through a park announcing the end of the film. Anne and Henry's relationship happens a little too fast. I mean, it's clearly done on purpose, but I don't agree with the decision. And it's more than a little bloated. The first act goes on way too long, and I think I would have liked to spend less time with Henry's terrible comedy. It's designed to make you uncomfortable, but it still went on a bit too long.